What's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm back with another interesting short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Became the Strongest? And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie and my own idea. Now before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And yes, in this Naruto will be strongest than everyone. The rest you will find out within the story. Now without any further ado, let's begin with our today's short movie. Story begins 13 years after the Kyuubi attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato, as we go towards the said village, as today was a particular day in the said village, more particularly in the lives of some kids, because today they were going to become shinobi and konoichi of the said village, genins, the lowest rank, but a shinobi nonetheless. As the whole Shinobi Academy was a buzz because a lot of new Shinobis and Genins would be selected today and will be made in proper teams. And amongst those were a bunch of classroom kids who were being taught by none other than Iruka Amino. And amongst them was one orphan named Naruto Uzumaki, who was really excited and worried at the same time. Okay Naruto, now you know what to do, right? Yeah, Iruka-sensei, I know. 3 jutsus, right? Can you even name them? Yeah, I know. The Henji and the clone and, substitution, right? Yes, you got them right, at least. Anyways, can you do the substitution jutsu, Naruto? As Naruto substituted him with the nearby chair. And then Iruka asked for the, carbon copy jutsu. As Naruto made a female version of Iruka much more erotic, as he had a nosebleed, as he, after getting up, punched Naruto on the forehead. Enough, you idiot! Now, seriously, as Naruto made a replica of Hiruzen Sarutobi standing there. Good. Now final test. You can do this, Naruto. Just calm down and do this. A clone jutsu. As Naruto made a raggedy ass clone that fell flat and almost looked, somewhat weird, as many of his classmates laughed as Naruto was sad, and so was Iruka. With a sad smile, Iruka then said, "Maybe next time, Naruto. At least you tried your best." Yeah, Iruka-sensei, I guess you're right. As Naruto watched his friends graduate and become genins for the 3rd time, he was sitting on his swing in the academy, under the shade of tree, while the civilian kids who didn't pass were, their parents were giving Naruto the dirty eye. Because he was, the pharaoh in the village. Everyone to keep their distance from him like he was some sort of a disease-carrying person. But in reality, he was carrying something. And that something was the Kyuubi no Yoko. The said being that attacked them 13 years ago and caused havoc and destruction. And that was the reason they hated him. They hated his existence. As this was going on, we see that Naruto, while sitting there just sighing to himself, being sad, someone approached him, as his face was covered in shadow. Huh? Oh, Mizuki-sensei. What is it that you want? Well, Naruto, there is a task that I am going to give you. What task? You see, there is a way for you to become a Genin still. There is a secret forbidden hidden test that has been forbidden by the 3rd Hokage. But a sensei, he is given opportunity to give this test. And this is a risky one because I am risking my, position as your sensei as well while giving you this. What? Really? Is there a way for me to become a Genin? Of course, Naruto. Not only a Genin, you will be considered the Rookie of the Year as well. Whoa, really? Yes, Naruto. What is it? Come on, tell me. Are you sure you want to do this? Of course I will. You're talking to Naruto Uzumaki. If anything that is stopping me and the Hokage chair, it's this test. So tell me, sensei. Well, Naruto, the test is, as Mizuki explained, that he had to go to Hokage office without alerting anyone and steal or grab the scroll of sealing from there. I used scroll, as after giving Naruto the identification of the scroll, he told him to meet them in the Forest of Death in nighttime, the rendezvous point. And if you're able to do this without alerting anyone, you'll pass this test. As Mizuki even showed him the headband. You see this headband? This headband will be kept with me. I'll be able to give you this headband and later submit the scroll and the letter to Hokage-sama, telling him that you passed the secret test. And only then, knowing his decision, you'll be considered a Genin. Really? Well, if I pass this test, then Gigi will have to accept me as a Ganon. I'll make sure of that. You don't have to worry about that, Sensei. Just conduct this test. Alright, Naruto. Your test has begun. Go on now. And remember, nobody knows. Of course, Sensei. As after Naruto left, we see Mizuki's eyes turned into, well, a smirk, as his eyes narrowed. Pathetic demon. He did not even knew that I was lying. Oh well, this should be fun. As now we see, it was night time, as Naruto at the given time entered the office through window, as he was sneaking and caught the scroll, but as he was about to leave, Hiruzen appeared there, as Naruto's eyes were widened, as so was Hiruzen. Naruto, my boy, what the hell are you doing here? As he looked at the scroll, as he realized, Naruto, put that scroll down. I can't. I want to be a shinobi, so I need to do this test. As Naruto made a hand seal, sexy jutsu, as seeing the, well, female tall version of female Naruto, well, covered with clouds on sensitive areas, Hiruzen could barely take it as he passed out with a nosebleed, as Naruto taking this chance escaped. And after Naruto escaped, only 2 minutes later, Hiruzen gained his consciousness. As his first thoughts were to capture Naruto because it was a treason, and then he realized what Naruto blurted out. Oh no, there's a traitor amongst us, and he's using Naruto. As he then informed Kakashi, hi, what is it, Hokage-sama? Go and grab Naruto, and bring him back unharmed. Take your team as well. The whole village does not need to be alerted. He has taken the scroll of sealing, and there's a traitor amongst us. Use your Ninken summons to track his scent down. Hi. As after that we see Hiruzen paced his office. Come on, Naruto, don't make that mistake. As on the other side we see Naruto arrived at the Forest of Death, where he was waiting for his sensei at a rendezvous point. As during that time the curiosity got the better of him as he began to open that scroll, and there he began to search for an ultimate potential jutsu or powerful jutsu that will make him strong. And one thing caught his eye in the end, the secret forbidden jutsu, that even needed a combination to, well, make it visible. As after making it visible, Naruto saw this jutsu is highly dangerous and could kill one. It will transport you to a place that will make you and mold you into the strongest being if you're able to survive. Many tried and have failed, and that is why it is forbidden in the whole elemental nation. Each nation possesses it, but nobody dares to use it. Those who dare, they never returned. So use it at your own risk. As Naruto, feeling determined and cocky, made the hand seals, and before Mizuki could attack, Naruto was teleported out of there, as the scroll hissed, and then the jutsu itself disappeared forever, because it was only a one-time jutsu, and those who entered, only they can return after they have exceeded in that jutsu. As that is when Mizuki arrived there, seeing the scroll just laying around, he then sighed, that foolish demon. He must have ran away. As that is when we see a bunch of Anbus arrived and surrounded him, and he was captured and brought in. As now we go towards Anbu Interrogation Center where the scroll was kept. Hokage-sama, the scroll has been retrieved, but there was no sign of Naruto. Turns out it was Mizuki who tried to, well, play Naruto into telling him that it was a secret test. I see. We'll deal with him later. Interrogate him and find out who's behind all of this. Actually, we did. Who is it? Orochimaru. As Hiruzen sighed, that damn bastard student of mine. What could he want for this scroll? Unless... Wait, Naruto wasn't found, right? No. Have you searched out through the whole Forest of Death? My team is still out there, and so far no sign. Give me that scroll. Hiruzen, grabbing the scroll, opened it and began to see the contents of it, and that is when his heart stopped. No. That idiot boy. What happened? Hokage-sama. That foolish little kid. I can't believe he would do this, said Hiruzen, looking very, very shocked and scared as well as mad at Naruto. That boy brought death to him. What did he do? He used the forbidden jutsu. The jutsu that alone is distributed amongst the 5 nations, and nobody dares to use it. That can turn one... I heard a rumor about this. The one that can turn into the strongest if used, yes. It's a jutsu that teleports one to a place that is called a dungeon. That is the least we know from the memories of the dead person. And that dungeon has more than 1000 levels. 1000. And their time doesn't matter. If it's weeks here, then nobody knows how many time is it in there. Our time is different from theirs. But one thing is for sure. 1000 levels of a dungeon or whatever the place is. It's terrifying. It's filled with traps, monsters, creatures that we have never seen. Like the mythological ones. More dangerous than the Bijus themselves. Then how is Naruto going to survive there? That is the whole case. Whoever left to that place never returned, Kakashi. Never, at least alive. One did, but only his dead body. Seems like he used all of his chakra to return. And in the end, he died. Just to escape that place that traumatized him. And the person who saw through his memories, he later committed suicide because he couldn't live up with the nightmares of that place. That is why we call that dungeon the Labyrinth of Doom. And nobody sets foot in there. This jutsu has been given to all Kages for keepsake. And Konoha has just lost it today. Seems like Naruto has used it. What are we gonna do, Kage-sama? That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is what are we gonna tell them? His parents. And his family. As Kakashi was shocked. What? But aren't they? They're not dead, Kakashi. They went into hibernation, as we call it for a shinobi. Hiding. What? Yes, the bodies that you saw were fake, made out of blood clones. Both of them had another child, a daughter, who is another half of Jinchuriki that Jiraiya believes is the child of prophecy. And they have to keep her hidden, and they couldn't take Naruto with them because the seal works in a way where both of the children have to stay away from each other. And knowing that she was the child of prophecy, Jiraiya forced the parents to be with her. But they left Naruto here. They didn't want to. They have no other choice. They were bound to. Jiraiya brainwashed them or something. I don't know what happened to him, but he's so hell-bent on this prophecy, like his life depends upon it, and he's not telling us anything, and he made sure that Minato and Kushina can't reveal this to anyone as well, not even to me. What do you think is pushing Jiraiya-sama to this much extent? That he's so hell-bent on making sure that the child of prophecy is taught and loved, while Naruto here suffers. Naruto has suffered, but what he has done now? I don't know if I have the strength to tell his parents once they return. As now we see, as this was going on in Konoha and Elemental Nation, we go towards Naruto, who has waken up as he found himself in a maze-like location, as in front of him were many dead bodies, and armored dead bodies as well, and some of them even turned into skeletons, and some of them were rotting, and they had many swords and armor that were there, punctured and somewhat new. What is this place? Said Naruto, horrified at what he was watching, as suddenly a screen popped up in front of him. Welcome to the start of the dungeon, the Labyrinth of Doom. You have entered the level 0. To advance, you must clear this level. What? How? I want to go back. How can I go back? Where is this place? This isn't Elemental Nations. Unfortunately, this is another dimension. And for you to go back to your dimension, you have to clear out these levels. How many levels are there? 1000. You're currently at 0. As Naruto's eyes widen. 1000? Yes. And at each 100 level, there is a boss battle that is waiting for you. A monster in their own right. And that monster you should face before advancing. As Naruto was terrified now. He had to live here until he gets to 1000 level and clear the final boss battle before leaving. How do I do this? I'll be your guide until the time you survive or at least cleared out this level. What? What do you mean? Until the time I survive or clear out. Because the clearing ratio of this level is 0.000001%. What? That low. Only one person was able to complete it, but he returned to his, dimension dead because that final boss killed him. Even though he too was defeated, in the end it was draw. Oh no. How do I get out? Kid, listen to me, said a voice from within. What? Who said that? As suddenly Naruto fell unconscious again, as he woke up inside a new location. What is this? What level am I on now? Just walk towards me. I need to talk to you. Who are you? I am Kyubi no Yoko. You can't tell, can you? I can't tell because you have 9 tails. How is this possible? You're dead. You were supposed to be dead by... Enough about that bullshit. I'll tell you later. But what I can tell you is that I am alive and real. And what you have got us in, we need to survive. And to make sure we do, we both need to work together. Gather your thoughts, kid, because you have brought this upon yourself. And we both need to get out of here. And I would appreciate if we get out of here alive. I would too. But how am I supposed to clear all of this on my own? I don't even have the training. I even freaking failed the Genin test 3 times. Enough, kid. You want to be a Kage or not? I want to be a Kage. You said yourself to Mizuki, right? Remember? Your sensei? That the only thing standing between you and that hat is this test. Think about that test. Is this test. From you, 0 to 1000 level. Clearing this out and surviving. You can survive, Naruto. I'll teach you your clan jutsus and whatever I can from my knowledge. But you have to do the rest. Survive on your instincts. Become the primal predator. Make them fear you, kid. That is the only key for you to survive. How? You will learn as you advance. As Naruto after that woke up, finding himself in the same maze-like entrance where he found himself. As now Naruto saw the same screen pop up. As you are new, we will give you some tools to advance. Consider this a gift because you're gonna need it. As there were some rations as well as an armor and a sword and a shield to protect himself as well, and a spear that was now placed on his back. After wearing the clothes, Naruto disregarded his old ones and ventured inside. As it took him hours of walking and running to come to a place where he saw something was amiss. It was a room, a huge room. A huge room? Maybe I should camp here. No, kid. You can talk to me now? Yes. We can talk telepathically now. This is not a maze or a giant room just. This place, something is off about it. And suddenly, with huge blinding lights, there were monsters everywhere. Huge amount of rabbits that had horns in the center heart and huge canine-like teeth and red eyes. As they attacked towards Naruto, as Naruto using his blade was trying to fend them off, and he was getting wounded as well. Kid, you have to dodge. As Naruto, after getting gashes a few bit, was able to dodge them and was able to beat them as well. And the battle he did not knew for how long continued, but in the end he was standing there, covered in blood, his sword dripping in the blood of the animals that he has defeated, as he was panting heavily. Congratulations, you have reached the half level of level 0. What? This is the only half level? Yes. At each center you will face different monsters before you'll face their mother. You have faced off the demonic rabbits, so you'll be facing off the queen rabbit now. Oh no, I'm not ready yet. What level am I? Your level is level 1.5. And what level is the queen? Level 10. As Naruto's eyes were widened. 10? That doesn't make any sense. How are we? Kid, trust in me. You can do this. We'll find a way. Look at my sword, Kyubi. It's already cracked. As the screen popped up again, if you're able to defeat the demonic queen rabbit, then you'll be able to gain a weapon. A weapon from her teeth, actually, her canine, that is unbreakable and will be able to lead you up to at least 200th level. As Naruto, seeing that, knew that he had to continue on. As he, after hours and hours of travel and somewhat resting, arrived after gaining full rest and strength at the gates of the Level 0 Labyrinth, the Level 0 boss. Behind this door is the Level 0 boss, the demonic beast that is known as the Rabbit. As Naruto, taking a deep breath, opened the door, and soon as he did, there was a huge statue there that was huge and taller than him. And suddenly it cracked and revealed itself to be a huge demonic rabbit that attacked and charged towards Naruto. Naruto was only able to dodge, but then he saw that its eyes fell on him, and huge beams of lasers were fired that Naruto was barely able to dodge, as his arm was hissing because it was caught up in it. Damn it! Come on, kid, don't give up! As Naruto, then using his strength that was within him, his survival instincts kicked in to the fullest as he dashed towards the rabbit, avoiding its laser and attacks as it hopped around trying to attack him, as Naruto in the end was able to dodge and crawl up to its back, and from there the rabbit tried her best to throw him off or make him lose his rhythm, but she couldn't, as Naruto traveled on top of her head, grabbing her fur and mane, and using his one hand he extended the sword, and as using his most strength he stabbed the center part of her skull, as a huge stream of blood pooled up as she screamed and hissed in agony, as Naruto did that again and again and again until she stopped moving. As Naruto finally moved to the side, as facing towards the ceiling, he panted heavily, the adrenaline from this battle leaving his body. Congratulations, you took down the Level 0 Labyrinth boss, and now you can advance up to the Level 1. Here is the Level 1 gear, as a weapon special was given to him that will help him advance up to Level 1. Kid, this way it will take you a long time, but you better believe me, you'll be able to advance fast. Just continue like this. You're right, I have to. As Naruto continued on his journey, with the help of the advancement system and QB guiding him, they reached battling out the bosses as well as the mid-levels all the way up to 200th level. As now we see, Naruto was covered in scars because of his previous battles and levels, and it seemed like it was eternity that he was here. His muscles were overgrown as he had a huge sword named Excalibur from the Night of Dead that he has beaten, the last boss 100 levels ago. It seems that it has come to this. Should I go with the Demon Queen Rabbit Sword or the Excalibur? You saved the Excalibur. The system did say that you can use the Level 0 Labyrinth Boat's, sword to face against this. Alright. As Naruto, choosing his weapon, entered inside, and there waiting for him was the Arachna, the monster demoness spider that was huge, as Naruto, instantly arriving inside, saw that there was nothing more than web, and down beneath was spikes, as Naruto had to fight off on the web, as Naruto, using all his agility, was able to dodge, but in the end even he was caught up in the web, and the web was so thin and sharp that it cut it off his one arm, as Naruto was in deep pain, as Kyuubi, using his chakra, stopped the bleeding. Kid, I'm sorry I can't regrow your limb, but you have to battle it out again. As Naruto, with a single arm, was able to battle the queen, as using its most strength, he literally cleaved the neck off of the queen, landing on a thin thread, as suddenly he noticed that the floor appeared as the threads disappeared with the death of the queen, as Naruto then looked at his arm that was lost. Damn it, the arm is lost. What I can do now? With one arm it is hard to survive. It'll take a long time for me to get used to it. As the system appeared, congratulations. You have received one token. Token? What is that? After clearing out each 200 levels, you will receive a token, and there you can wish and choose an item. As in front of him, 3 items appeared. An arm that could turn into any weapon that he wished or wanted, that will be useful in all battles. A legendary item was amongst them. As Naruto, taking his chance, aimed for it, because it was on the fate to decide what did he get. Seems like this time around luck was on his side, as by luck he was able to get that, as on his stump that was his right arm now, an arm appeared made out of metal, exact replica of him, but it was covered in armor as well. As now we see Naruto standing there. This looks good. Should be enough. Of course, kid. You should be grateful and lucky that the system has chosen to give you this arm. I guess so, but it was luck that also played a factor here, Kurama. I don't know if I'm lucky or just have been lucky so far. Don't jinx yourself, kid. You got a lot of levels to clear. I know. As Naruto's eyes narrowed, 800 more to go. As Naruto traveled throughout the levels, we see that on the other side in Konoha, in the land of fire, in deep within woods, in a hut, three figures have received bad and sad news. And it was Jiraiya who brought this with a heavy heart. What? What do you mean that Naruto was summoned into that damn realm, and there's nothing we can do? You told me, Jiraiya, that my son will be safe there, said Kushina, as she was about to kill Jiraiya, as she was being held back by her child Mito. Enough, Kachan. It won't bring Naruto back, she said, as she too had tears in her eyes. As Minato looked heartbroken because he blamed himself to be as one of the main person who pushed Naruto so far to, use that jutsu to enter there. It's all our fault as well, Kushina. We can't blame this all on Sensei. He at least tried to do some good. But as he broke down, as the guilt of his own actions bearing too much on him, he couldn't even speak. His mouth was shaking. His whole body was shaking as Kushina was crying and breaking down as well. Jiraiya too couldn't bear it anymore as he left, turning around, tears in his eyes, knowing that he has, because of his own arrogance, and because of the damn prophecy that he couldn't tell anyone, risking that it might be altered and changed, or even destroy the whole elemental nation. It has come to this. As Jiraiya reminisced the prophecy, as we have a flashback seeing that a young Jiraiya 13 years ago was standing in front of the toads. You cannot trust anyone with this prophecy, Jiraiya, because the less you know, the better. Just tell Kushina and Minato that one of their child is the child of prophecy. You must choose them wisely and carefully. It's a heavy duty, you know. What if I make a mistake? We trust your judgment, Jiraiya. We know you'll make the right decision. And it is in your will that you are going to be the teacher of the child of prophecy. That is a duty that I will humbly accept, but choosing one, what if I choose wrongly, or what if it pushes the other? One life is not important, Jiraiya, over the life of many others. Choose what you are going to choose. I can't choose. You have to, Jiraiya. There is no other way. It is the will of Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. You can't abandon the will of them, or otherwise they will abandon and forsake us. And not like Naruto's gonna go away. The village will take care of him. As now we have an end of flashback. Why did I agree to that damn thing? I should have just told them to choose on their own. I won't do that. Damn it. Damn it all. I'm sorry, kid. I'm so sorry, Naruto, he said to himself, while they were all going to return as well. As at that night it was decided by Minato, Kushina, and Mito that they are going to return back to Konoha. As Jiraiya, knowing that what has happened because of him, humbly agreed, because in the end it was his fault that this happened. As now we see all of them returned back to Konoha, and they raised hell after finding out that Naruto was mistreated. What do you mean he was mistreated? He was not supposed to be treated like that at all. We apologize, Hokage-sama, but we thought that he was a demon. Demon? You think I will place a demon in a child and turn him into a demon? Are you insane or fucked in the head? Said Minato, as everyone was shocked to hear him say things like that, but they knew they deserved it. As after calming down, Minato said, what happened, happened. I won't forgive you, and you should neither ask for or even consider to be forgiven. I will have a funeral, a private one, only with my family, for my son. Only Hiruzen and Sama is allowed. No one else is. And after that, I think it's best we leave, Kushina. There's nothing here left for us. I'm not gonna forsake my other child. because I have already forsaken one for this village and for this fucking prophecy. As Jiraiya just looked down, knowing that Minato and Kushina were looking at him. I hope you agree to this, Sensei. I won't say anything to Minato. Kushina, go with my blessing. I have already caused enough pain. Of course you have. As now we see, Jiraiya flinched, knowing fully well that in the end, he couldn't do anything. Everything went to hell like he feared. As on the other side, the Akatsuki, once they heard the news that there were actually two Jinchurikis of the Kyuubi no Yoko and one of them is gone, were quite now, well, disturbed. So he just vanished into the Labyrinth of Doom. The kid is fucked in the head or either had a death fish. Either way, he's none of concern of ours now. We gotta make do what we gotta make do with. Half of the Kyuubi and we can use Inkaku and Kinkaku. They have been sealed and kept in the Land of Fire temple. They'll be useful to us as well. Pain-sama said, a being known as Zetsu, and the other Akatsuki members that were gathered there also nodded and agreed. Then it has been agreed. We will begin our plan on scheduled date, 3 years from now. Same day. Until then, we'll gather intel and fundings. Is that all? Hi. Now go into hiding and do what you have been assigned to do. As now we see, as 2 years went by, as Mito continued on her training in secrecy with Jiraiya, as after 2.5 years of training, just a few months before her 16th birthday, she was caught by her parents and Kushina slapped her on the face. Why are you doing this? I told you to stop meeting him. He has already cursed us. Your brother is long gone and dead. It's not his fault. He tried to separate us and he succeeded. Naruto is... I don't even know if he's dead or alive. I hope he is. Mother, if it is his fault, it is our fault as well. You all and we all left as well, remember? You just talked on to his words and listened. You should have stayed because you told me that Uzumaki Code meant none of the family member is left behind. Family matters the most. As Kushina looked down in tears as well. You know that I would have done anything if I could. But Minato didn't listen. He told me that he could trust the village, and so should we. And I told you, Kushina, that it pains me to this day. Till today that what happened to Naruto is not an accident. Minato, you can't say that. It was a murder. Murder by this village, by your hands, and by Jiraiya's. And by this forsaken world. I don't care what you think. I can forgive you, but not now. I don't know when, but I will be. But I don't think I would ever forgive any other. If they want my forgiveness, bring me my Naruto back. And that is only when I will forgive. As this was going on in Konoha, as now we go towards the Labyrinth of Doom, where we see at level 995, Naruto was just done with another golem that was the master of that dungeon and that level. As Naruto at the age of 16 was almost 6 feet tall and somewhat muscular as well, almost like a Spartan, as he was not wearing any top now because his skin has gotten hardened because of fighting so much, and he has been eating his prey now. He started eating them at 300 or 400 level and he didn't remember. His hair was long and wild, as he had much more serious and mature look on his face. What level was it again? I don't know, kid. Well, I think I see the home stretch now, Kurama. Don't get cocky, kid. I know. I remember, getting cocky means in this place getting killed. But you know, I'm gonna kind of miss this place. It's kind of, funny coming from me, actually, said Naruto, as he laid down there, sat down in the same dungeon to clean himself because there was water there, and now sat down on ground to rest. Well, tomorrow I'll begin the next dungeon. As the screen popped open, congratulations on clearing the dungeon 995 level. As Naruto's eyes widened, what? Only 5 more levels to go? Kurama, kid, you better start moving now, and fast. As Naruto, in his excitement, moved fast, as within a blink of an eye, which seemed to him he was able to clear throughout the 999th level, only 1 level to go, and even cleared the 1000th half stage and arrived now in front of the gates of the final boss. Alright, Kurama, I'm kind of excited and nervous. The final boss that I have to defeat. You better rest, kid. You better rest, gain your strength, and then go out in tomorrow. No, we're doing this today. But before I go, as Naruto sat in a meditative position, as he ventured inside the mindscape, and literally with a single hand broke the seal as the whole gate shattered. There, Kurama, you're free. Now what are we gonna do? Remember what I told you? Yeah, as Naruto brought out his fist, as both of them fist bumped as Naruto's body was energized, as Naruto was now about to enter, but before he did, in KCM2 state, the perfect chakra state, Naruto then looked towards his window that appeared in front of him. What is my level and stats? Naruto, level 1010. And Naruto was quite surprised that he was at least up to 1010 level. 10 more than the whole dungeon itself. I guess that makes sense, huh? As Naruto entered inside, only to find all of those 1000 beasts that he has fought are combined here into a monstrosity, and on top of them was there an angel, a fallen one that was standing with a spear in her hand, watching over him, as she was the main boss, which he was going to go through after defeating all of them. Naruto, with a sinister smirk on his face, unleashed an Excalibur and the dark sword of the dark demonic titan that he has gained, as he blitzed so fast that the ground beneath him shattered, as there was nothing but bloody smear wherever he went, as he left a trail of blood behind him, killing all of those monsters that he once feared to face within a blink of an eye. As now we see him appearing in the air in front of the angel, as down beneath was nothing more than massacre, his blade dripping with blood, as with a sinister smirk Naruto was about to impale her, as she unleashed a huge beam that shot throughout the whole labyrinth, as Naruto vanished and appeared behind her, as he stabbed her in the back, straight throughout in the cross notion, as she fell down in an instant, as Naruto was shocked that he was able to take down the labyrinth boss like this. What? Is this it? This is the dungeon's 1000 level? That was easy. Kid, I don't think that was the level. As suddenly the whole dungeon itself began to change as the huge teeth grow, as Naruto, after taking the wings, as wings appeared on his back, now flew into the air, as his eyes went, what the hell? As the window popped open, congratulations. Your battle with death itself is about to begin. Meet the 1000th level boss, the dungeon itself, as the dungeon of doom was itself a level 1000 boss. As Naruto, after seeing this, knew what he had to do. Kurama, it's all out, kid. Home stretch, as he said, as Naruto unleashed a battle that went on for what seemed like an year or so, as in the end the whole dungeon crumbled, as then we see Naruto standing there, his body visible, his armor all shattered and gone, and only his shorts remained that he has made from the skin of the wolf that he has beaten. In the end, I'm able to defeat it. The dungeon itself, huh? Congratulations, as a window appeared, as Naruto said this while being tired. You are the only one who is able to survive this dungeon. Congratulations, you have succeeded in clearing the Labyrinth of Doom. Dungeon cleared itself. And now, you are the strongest in the whole world, in the whole universe. As Naruto's eyes widened before he returned back in the forest of death where he vanished. As now we see Naruto resting there, after seeing the forest. Oh, I'm back, Kurama. Kid, you did it, said Kurama, now tired as well because he exhausted his chakra. Don't worry, I sense my other half nearby. It has sensed us and many others have as well. They'll be here. Good to know. I'm gonna rest now. As Naruto closed his eyes, as many people appeared there. Amongst them was the Namikaze Uzumaki family whose eyes were widened. As now we go towards their perspective a few minutes back. As we see everything was going on as usual, as Mito was done training with Jiraiya and was about to return home, as she sensed an energy, and the QB within her then spoke. Kid, that is my other half. The one that was sealed in within your brother. What? Are you sure, Kurama? Yes, kid. I can sense the same chakra, but it is weak. And you have to inform the others. Jiraiya-sensei, tell my parents that my brother has returned. Jiraiya, hearing these words, were excited as he informed everyone. As once they arrived there, they found not a kid or a 16-year-old. They found a man that has gone throughout war and much more, but he was breathing. The scars on his body told about battles that he has faced, and the metal arm that he wore. It was quite a magnificent and quite a sight to behold because of the scratches and as well as the dents that he held. And the swords that he carried that disappeared as soon as he appeared there were quite shocking to them. But the features, it was uncanny. It was Naruto Uzumaki nonetheless. As now we see Naruto opened his eyes. Huh? This is not the place I fell asleep in. As Naruto woke up, finding himself that he was inside a hospital room, and in front of him stood a old man, a much older old man that he remembered. As Naruto with a small smile then said, It's been a long time, Gigi. Really long time, Naruto. 3 years. 3 years, huh? Well, where I went it looked like a century. How did you survive, Naruto? What does it look like, old man? I survived because I won the fucking thing. I cleared it. As Hiruzen was shocked, you defeated the dungeon? Yeah, I cleared out the 1000 levels of it. But Naruto, that is impossible. I made the impossible possible then, I guess, old man. So, when are you gonna tell me about my family and all? As Hiruzen looked down, listen, Naruto, it was told to me by Jiraiya that I should keep this a secret. Listen to me, old man. I could give less of a fuck about anyone else. At least you're the one who gave a shit about me in this village. So yeah, no hard feelings there, I guess, said Naruto, placing a firm hand on Hiruzen's shoulder as Hiruzen himself felt a jolt on his whole body, like some huge amount of weight was placed on him. As he was shocked, Naruto, that is quite some strength you got there. Well, that is what happens when you go throughout hell, sense Gigi. You can all come out now, I can sense you. It is miserable that you're trying to hide like this. As that is when Jiraiya, Minato, Kushina, and Mito herself arrived. As Naruto instantly arrived in front of his twin sister. So they really do say that twins really look alike. So this is how it would have looked like if I had red hair and violet eyes like mom, huh? Hey mom. Hey dad. Hey sis. Nice to meet you finally, Naruto said as the three of them with tears in their eyes hugged their child. As they apologized, asked for his forgiveness, but Naruto, going through hell and all, just let bygones be bygones. Now knowing fully that he had a family, and it gave him enough time to release his frustration within. So yeah, he was just happy to be alive and finally be with his family. It's good to be back. So, you must be Jiraiya, are you not? Listen, Naruto, As Naruto punched him in the stomach. It was a light punch, but for Jiraiya it was so strong that he almost lifted up from ground itself as he fell down, coughing blood. Whoa, what? I didn't even punch you that hard. Are you okay? Yes, I'll be fine. As a medic arrived there, many ribs are fractured. Naruto, son, I think it is best if you, control your strength. Oh, wait, what? I guess I found too many of those creatures that I don't even know my own strength anymore. What creatures? I'll tell you in the night. How about barbecue's sake? I'm kind of craving for it. Naruto, you're 16. So what? I started drinking it when I was in that fucking hell. Naruto, no cursing. Oh jeez, Kacha, you worry too much. Come on, let's get going, Naruto said, picking up his mother and his whole family on his shoulder. As Naruto said, I'm sorry to say, but where is my home? Our home, actually. As his parents, quite shocked but still chuckling, walked with him all the way to that place. As the news spread out about, well, in the ranks of Konoha 11, that Mito's, well, brother has returned, and their classmate Naruto. As Ino was the one who was telling this to everyone, as Sasuke, the last Uchiha survivor, then said, so the dope has returned, huh? From a place that is called Hell. It'll be fun to see how he is powerful now, because I heard that whoever went there never returned. Sasuke, is this all that matters? Well, to me it is. As now we see, the whole night was at that time spent Naruto telling his story about the dungeon and how it went throughout it whole to his family. So yeah, I had to battle out this golem that was, well, controlling the whole dungeon walls and all. And I had to fight an arachna spider, and then in the end, at the 1000 level, it was the dungeon itself that I had to beat. It was in its whole self a monster. But I guess in the end, thanks to Kurama, I was able to defeat it. But Naruto, he lost an arm. So early on. How did it... I guess it was luck that played out. That is mostly what I think. Because... with one arm, it would have been difficult to beat out the last one. But I'm grateful for this weapon. As Naruto turned into a blaster. You see this? I turned it into this, and Naruto aimed it at a tree and blasted it, turning into splinters. That is what I call a chakra cannon. I was able to use it. Multiple chakra, well, elements that I was able to use and fire through it. It's kind of a Rasengan of yours, in my own version. I see. That is good, Naruto. But how strong are you, actually? Well, it should be pretty much stronger, because he only tapped me lightly, and next thing I knew, a few of my ribs were broken, said Jiraiya. Yeah, I am sorry about that, Jiraiya, still, but I don't know. As the Akatsuki were watching this as well. As now we see Naruto's eyes literally laid upon Itachi and Kisame. In an instant, Naruto disappeared, arriving in front of them, grabbing them by the neck and throwing them against the wall, as many of their bones were already shattered, as they couldn't barely move. As Itachi tried to use his genjutsu, as Naruto then said, enough of this mind tricks. I had to beat a witch who did all of this, and she did better than you. In front of her, you're nothing more than a child. Tell me, what do you two want? You're not looking from this village. As Naruto looked at the headband from Konoha, which was slashed. Looking from this headband, I can tell that you're a rogue. So tell me, what do you want? As suddenly Kisame, using his Samehara, charged towards Naruto. Naruto grabbed the sword with only 2 fingers. As to his surprise, the sword literally charged at him in its own right. A monster sword, huh? As Naruto literally just flicked it, as the sword itself shattered in front of Kisame's eyes. My Samehara! But how? As Naruto then unveiled his sword. This is called Excalibur. Let's see how you fare against this. And Naruto literally just slashed it, as the mountain behind them, as well as the forest within the line sight, was all shattered, cut it in half, alongside both of them. Unknown to Naruto, this was being watched by the Konoha 11, who were tunings now, as well as by the other Katsuki members, such as Tobi and Zetsu, who were watching this with shock and surprise. So this is the power of the Labyrinth of Doom. Whoever survives it, huh? If that kid can do it, maybe we can as well. What should we do? We can't wait to send them in. It took 3 years to him to clear. How many will it take for us to? As suddenly Tobi then said, look, it's not over for Itachi. As Itachi disappeared in a murder of crows and appeared behind Naruto. So that was a clone of yours, huh? As Naruto pointed his sword next towards him. Enough, Naruto. I'm actually on your side. And you think I'll believe that? Naruto, enough! Said Minato as he arrived. He's on our side. As Sasuke was watching this all, being terrified of Naruto's strength, arrived in front of them. What do you mean, Hokage-sama? He has murdered your family. Then how come he's on our side, father? While I was away, the elders tried to sabotage Uchihas, and they successfully did. Sasuke Itachi was a victim. His whole family was planning a coup and he was given a choice. Either save you or they all go down. And he chose you. What? But... I'm sorry to say, young Sasuke, but even I was not aware. What do you mean, Hiruzen-sama? You are the Kage. Danzo and the elders were behind my back, doing this, pulling the strings, and he harvested the Uchiha eyes, and even used them. Fortunately enough, we were able to capture him. After having enough solid evidence, he was executed. Now I know why he was. Thank you. Why did you choose me? Why did you have to? I did this because I thought that after you kill me, you will clear the name of the Uchihas, and everyone will forget about the past. And with you, the new Uchihas will live. That is, to be honest, quite bullshittiest thing that I've ever heard. Why would you want to sacrifice your life for the sake of their crimes? To me, that is nothing more than pacifistic bullshit that will do more harm than any good. Now that you talk about it, Naruto, I think you are right. So, those two with you? As now Zetsu and Obito himself was in shock, as Naruto threw a spear at them that literally shattered Zetsu as he was killed, his black side obliterated, and white side turned into a tree as Naruto was in front of Obito before he could think. As his mask crushed, Naruto literally crushed his face with his bare fist, killing him instantly. As beneath the crushed face, Obito's face, which was now smeared, was revealed. Obito? But how? Why? Whoever it was, it is dealt with. Alongside that being, of course. As the spear returned back to Naruto, before it disappeared as well. What was that? Spear of Athena that I found within. Quite a handy weapon, actually. I did not knew that, well, after clearing that hellhole, I will be able to keep this all. But thank God I can. So what now? What next? As soon after that, once Naruto returned, the spies quickly spread out the news, and other nations were scared by the power of the one who cleared out the labyrinth and the weapons he possessed, and they were also getting greedy. So they went out all war against Naruto. Naruto, after quite persuasion, was allowed to go alone on the battlefield, and he literally showed them with a single strike as he cut them down like they were nothing more than a butter, as he was the knife moving through them with smoothness as he appeared in front of their Kages, as the dead bodies of their comrades laid in front of them, as Naruto's blades dripping with blood looked at them. So you still want to continue? Cause I'm not even getting started yet. He said with a smirk. As knowing what was best for them, losing almost all of their armies, they surrendered. As with a simple snap of his finger, Naruto revived them all, as everyone was shocked. What? We're alive. Why did you do that? I don't want any one of you to bear grudges. I know it was not a battle that I should take seriously, and to be honest, it was like more of a bullying you than anything else. You know what is best for you. Don't use them to show your strength. Show me your strength, not these people's strength that is combined. You have seen that I am more than that, right? So fall back, Oniki, you all, and know what is best for you. Let live and live in peace. Because if you do this again, I'll be here waiting for you. And that time, I won't revive you. I'll butcher you down. As now we see Naruto turn back, as other understood, and left, as the peace was presumed. As Kurama talked to him, you know, kid, you're quite a weird one. Many would have kept that potion preserved, but you? Use them on all. Giving them all a droplet while butchering them down, enough time for them to be revived. Well, there's nothing I can do. Nothing is more precious than life. That is something that I have realized. They have not gone throughout the hell like us. So it is not in their mind for them to know what they are doing, Naruto. I know, Kurama. But I just couldn't let them, well, die out because of some stupid old man's, grudge against my father. Or being scared of me. And now I have given them the reason to. Well, yes, that you did. Enough, Kurama. Let us go home and relax finally. As now we see, Naruto returned back. But one thing was for certain, for the whole universe. the scale of power and balance have been upshifted, and many now need to reevaluate their position in this world, because there was a now apex predator, the one who is the strongest above all. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace!